Okay, in this video we're going to talk about order of operations with fractions. Okay, so let's write out an equation and then we'll solve it. So we have 2 over 9 minus 2/3 times 1 over 5 plus 1/6 plus square root of 36 divided by the square root of 49. Okay? Okay, so how are we going to solve this? Well, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to remember that we need to remember order of operations. So please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, which means parentheses first, exponents second. And then we have multiplication, division, addition, and then subtraction. And then we also remember that we need to go from left to right if we can. Okay, so let's do the stuff in parentheses first. Well, let's do this in parentheses and let's do this in parentheses. Let's do this one first because it looks easier. So what is this? How can we rewrite this? Well, that is 6 and that's 7. Square root of 36 is 6 and square root of 49 is 7. So we could rewrite that as 6 over 7. Done. All right, now let's address this. Well, we need to multiply this first. So when we multiply that, we do 2 times 1 and 3 times 5. And so now we have 2 over 15 plus 1/6. Now we're not done there because we need to put those together. So let's put those together. Now in order to do that, we need to find the least common denominator or the smallest common multiple of 15 and 6. And let's see here, what would be the least common multiple of 15 and 6? Well, I would say it's 30 because 15 goes into 30 and 6 goes into 30. And so then we'd have to take this and we'd have to multiply this and multiply that. So we're going to multiply this by 2 and this by 2. And we're going to multiply these by 5. Oops, let's use a different color. And now, oh, and then this we're just going to leave this the way it is. All right, so now let's change it. Remember, this is minus and this is plus. Let's keep all this in parentheses as well. Okay, so then when we add these together, we're going to have 4/30ths, and we're going to have 5/30ths. And 4/30ths plus 5/30ths is going to equal 9/30ths. So that's going to be in the middle. Okay, and now we're going to solve by going from left to right. So if we do that, we need to find the common denominator between these two right here. All right, because we can't just minus 9/30ths from 2 9s. So what is the common denominator between these two? Well, let's take a look at that. Oops. Okay, so the common denominator between these two would be 90. So in order to add them, we need to change this to 90 and this to 90. So this is going to be times 10 and times 10. And this is going to be times 3 and times 3. So now this is going to equal 20 over 90. All right. and then it's going to be minus 27 over 90. All right, and then we have this over here that we need to deal with later, but let's take care of this first. So this and this is going to be negative equal to negative 7 over 90. Okay? All right, so we have negative 7 over 90. So let's put this over here. So now we have negative 7 over 90, all right, because we took this and put it up there. And then we still have this that we need to take care of. So let's put that over there. So let's plus those together. And we're going to have 6 over 7. So negative 7 over 90 plus 6/7. All right, so in order to plus those together, we need to find the least common denominator. And in this case, the easiest way to define that, or the easiest way to find the least common denominator is just to times these straight across. So 90 times 7 is 630. So then what we're going to do is we're going to times all of this and all of this by the numbers needed to get 630. So this times this, this times what will equal 630? Well, that's 90. And if we do that to the bottom, we do that to the top. And then we'll do this by 7, because 7 times 90 equals 630. All right. And now, when we do that, we're going to get, just one second, we're going to get negative 49 for 630 plus, what is this? This times this is 540 over 630. And then we're going to plus them together. And when we plus them together, what we're going to get, let's take that, let's move it up here because we don't have enough room. We are going to get 491 over 630. So it's kind of a long problem, all right, and you may not ever see a problem like this in the future, but I thought that I would show you a long problem so you could kind of see how all of it would work. All right, it's kind of long, it's kind of tedious, but that's pretty much it. That's how you do fractions. That's how you do order of operations with fractions, I should say. All right, so that's it for this video. In the next video, we're going to go over some formulas that we can use fractions in. All right, for example, we're going to talk about the Pythagorean theorem, and we're going to talk about how we can use fractions in that formula, and then we're also going to talk about the distributive property. All right.